welcome back with another video with deadly debaters. And today we're going to be doing a debate on, can Arteta do major things at Arsenal? Can he make them to where they were? Can he be a successful team? We're going to start as usual with my point, and I think he won't. I know you may disagree with all the youngsters he's had, but you can't just say this after one season. He has done a good job, but I don't think that Arsenal has changed so much. That defeat to Olympiacos still shows you you're the same Arsenal. I think they're just not playing the football, especially if Aubameyang will leave. Even if he doesn't, Arsenal isn't still an attractive club to go to. Arteta may have the tactics, but I don't think he has the players.
I think that Arteta can be a perfect manager for the future. He's really young, and I think that he's developing around a really good team. And I think that he's going to sign some players,
But who?
Especially from Man City. He knows some players. He knows loads of players from being Pep's number 2 to being Arsenal's number 1. He's learned so much under Pep. And you can see the triangular football that he's bringing to Arsenal. And we saw from his first press conference saying that he wants to be attacking. He was determined to get this team, to flip this team around.
I think that it obviously for a young manager like Arteta, it'll take time to adapt. I think it depends on in the next transfer window, whenever that might be. So I think if he makes the right signings, which I think he will, and I think the Premier League kind of stopped at a bad time for him, because I thought he was kind of actually getting into it. Or Arsenal's finally starting to pick up some
Arteta's
form.
a young manager, and he's still learning to be a world-class manager.
Yeah, obviously.
He learned from the world-class manager, Pep Guardiola. He's been with Pep for so many years. Now leaving Pep Guardiola, he knows some of the players that he's even played with when he was at Arsenal. For example, Ozil. He's flipping them around this team, and I think so far he's been a big success.
Look, obviously, we've got to say, he's done a good job. He came in and he said, let's stop losing up first, because Arsenal were one of the worst positions they've ever been as a club. But he's kind of turned it around. He's obviously got them higher in the table. But I just thought, obviously, the fans also have big admiration, obviously, playing for Arsenal. But I don't think he's settled in quite well with the players, because Aubameyang, he's been benching Nicolas Pepe. Alexander Lacazette hasn't been playing much. Mesut Ozil, again, hasn't been playing as much. Gabriel Martinelli was on the form of his life. But then after that Chelsea game, he kind of stopped playing again. I think he hasn't been giving players who need the minutes as much. He wants to kind of even it out. But I think that in football, you've got to be harsh, and you've got to give the good players the right amount of game time. And Sonny's been giving play time to people like, Mustafi, who have been playing poorly. And I think he's got to realise that this is a football club. And in football, you don't care if these people aren't getting enough play time. You do what you do to get to win.
To play with a team that wants to try. He wants to build a team that try their best. Lacazette has been on the bench due to his poor form, but he's still got it. He's only had an injury, and we were playing him when he was still injured.
We're talking about the future. Obviously, Arsenal have some brilliant young players. Mm-hmm. But ever since Arsene Wenger gone, Arsenal fans have become impatient. You're in the Europa League to make the Champions League, because it will take a miracle for Arsenal to be in the top 4. You need to prioritise the tournaments that can get you back in the top 4. But losing to a team like Olympiacos, I think you can't just base it on the recents. Even before he came, he was still having poor results, like drawing to Standard Liège, getting battered by Man City, and etc. So these results have to matter, and you can't just reflect on the good results. You need to look overall. If he's going to be inconsistent, and the Arsenal fans criticise Emery for being inconsistent, you need to make your mind up. If you wanted Emery out, you should want Arteta out.
It's true, because
Arteta's only just joined. You're not going to just sit after the.
But you were criticising Emery when he came this early. The fans.
The players didn't want to put in a performance. We need to get a manager that's better than Emery. And
you say that Arteta just joined. It's been around 2 months into it. I mean, that's not really new.
It's not long. Look, like he's saying.
I know it's not long, but it's not short as well.
It's been 2 months and it hasn't been much of a rise. Your Arsenal still sit in 9th place, 5 points off 5th. Obviously, it is doable, but I just don't think if Arteta can. I can't see him lift. I can't see him winning stuff with Arsenal. And some days Arsenal play like a Champions League side. Other days they play like a relegation side. Inconsistency is not going to get you to a trophy, and that was proved with so many managers.
When I saw that first press conference, he wants to get attacking. He wants players in the good mood. He wants to build a good team, and I know that.
If he wants it, it doesn't necessarily mean he will get it. And I think that's the case. He's got look, you're right.
Probably
He's got the good
said that.
he's got the good mentality to get.
Yeah, and he gives that good mentality to the players. He believes in the players, and whoever doesn't want to play for Arteta, then he'll sell them.
Look, you're talking about the mentality. The mentality didn't work versus Olympiacos, did it? And all those other games when you're drawing to Burnley 0-0. You can beat other teams, but you need to know to show up every game. Arteta hasn't showed up every game. Obviously, he's took time to adapt, and it takes time for the players to adapt to the manager's style of play and the manager to adapt to the club style of play. Okay? But it's been 2 months. He started near the end. I think he still hasn't adapted fully, as we saw people were saying before Olympiacos. Oh, he's fine now, we're going to win the Europa League and we'll be in the top 4. And then he loses. He's not ready yet, and I don't think it will take him a lot of time to be ready. And this is exactly what happened with all those other managers. You said, let's give him time. The time you gave him, you said the time's gone by. This guy isn't fit for our club. The fans don't want him. He gets sacked. Arteta doesn't win anything with Arsenal. Let's just pause for a second. And look, we are debating, can Arteta bring Arsenal back to the success? Arteta will never reach Wenger's success. He may win important games. He may win the small games to give you hope. They will never be able to finish the race. He won't be able to complete and win the trophies. He won't be able to complete and make the fans happy. And after a few seasons, people will realise.
No, well, I think he probably won't bring that much success, but he'll put them on a path to success. Maybe he'll say, okay, I've done all I can, and maybe got Arsenal into Champions League. That's the first step.
Transfer window. He's been looking to buy some top players like Thomas Partey. He's been brilliant this season. He's looked at the stats, looked at his best clip.
He's offering these offers. But this is what I've been trying to say. Arteta will not get players that can make a difference. He might give them offers, but they're going to think. Arsenal has not become an attractive club to go to anymore. They've been falling apart over the past few years, and no big players wants to join Arsenal. Thomas Partey and all those players who were linked with, even made them really good offers, but I think, I'm going to go down with this club. I'm not going to achieve much. I want to stay where I am at a higher level and maybe even go higher. They do not want to go lower. So the players they're going to try to buy, they need to come from below them, and that's very hard to find. So that's why I think Arteta, it's just what Rafi said. If he can create a path, if he can put them up a bit, players may become, this team's on the rise, maybe we can join.
They're making progress, but very, very slowly.
Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, tap the bell to know when we upload, check out all our other vids, and like.